Welcome back for today's college basketball pick video play for March 27, 2019. And this one, going to be talking about this matchup here in the NIT between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Texas Longhorns and give our lean on where we see the better value against the spread. The home team, Texas, coming in as moderate favorites, giving around 5.5 points. So the road team, Colorado, right now standing 23-12 overall. And this is a squad in the Pac-12 that actually played some of their best ball down the last month and a half or so of the season, and then carrying that over into the NIT. Colorado has taken advantage of against a somewhat manageable slate, taking down 6-seeded Dayton at home as well as 8-seeded Norfolk State. So now things get a little bit tougher for Colorado as they head away from their home, go into a true road setting against another power conference opponent. And Colorado, like I said, surged down the stretch run of the regular season. They actually won 10 out of the last 13 games before heading into the NIT, and 2 of their 3 losses during the stretch came in single-digit competitive fashion against top team within the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. So Colorado quietly playing some pretty solid ball on the year. This Colorado team averaging 74 points per game, giving up around 67. That 23-12 overall record paired with a 10-8 record within the Pac-12, and they were able to get over that 500 mark within the Pac-12 play, again, because they surged at the end. So they're taking on the Texas Longhorns, and thus far within the NIT, Texas has had 2 scares on their home court, or at least competitive matchups, taking down South Dakota State, the 7 seed, by a final of 79-73, and then in their last outing, taking down Xavier by a final of 78-76, a very competitive matchup. Actually, coming into the NIT, Texas on the year had a 500 record of 16-16 overall, and they were 8-10 within the Big 12, but they're actually getting a pretty respectable seed within the NIT because when we look back at their non-conference, a win over against a team like North Carolina as well as a win over Purdue is definitely a good look for the Longhorns, but they were just so inconsistent throughout the course of the season. You also look back at the non-conference, you see a home loss against Radford, for instance. That's kind of a microcosm of what we've seen from the Longhorns this year, where they have shown the ability to beat very strong opponents in competitive fashion, but also lose to teams that aren't in that higher tier. So Texas on the season averaging 71 points per game, giving up around 67. Actually, on a game-to-game average, Colorado has been a handful of points better than the Longhorns this season, but they've also gone against a slightly more manageable slate, so that's part of the reason why you can explain away that difference. But still, at the end of the day, given how Colorado was surging towards the end of the season and the fact that Texas thus far in the NIT has been playing very competitive matchups on their home court, we like Colorado to keep this one competitive as they go on to cover the 5.5 point spread. Again, siding with the road team, taking Colorado, getting those points. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our picks for today over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.